The A-10 Thunderbolt II, more commonly known as the Warthog, is one of the most iconic aircraft in the history of the United States Air Force. Designed during the Cold War, its primary mission was to provide close air support to ground troops and destroy tanks, armored vehicles, and enemy positions. Unlike sleek supersonic fighters, the A-10 was built to fly low, fly slow, and endure the most dangerous battlefields where ground fire was constant. First introduced in the 1970s, it has proven its worth in multiple conflicts and remains in service decades later, despite repeated attempts to retire it. The A-10 is not a traditional fighter jet. Instead, it is more like a flying tank, combining durability, raw firepower, and a reputation for being the soldier's best friend in combat zones. What sets the A-10 apart is its famous GAU-8 Avenger cannon. This massive 30mm rotary gun is mounted directly in the aircraft's nose and is so large that the entire plane was essentially designed around it. The cannon fires armor-piercing shells at an incredible rate of nearly 3,900 rounds per minute, producing the distinctive BRRRT sound that has become legendary among both soldiers and aviation enthusiasts. The gun was designed specifically to shred through enemy tanks, making the Warthog a terrifying opponent for armored divisions. In addition to its cannon, the A-10 can carry up to 16,000 pounds of bombs, missiles, and rockets, giving it an impressive range of options when supporting ground forces. Mavericks, cluster munitions, laser-guided bombs, and precision-guided JDAMs allow it to adapt to different missions, from tank hunting to destroying bunkers or providing suppressive fire for troops in contact. Durability is another hallmark of the Warthog. The pilot sits inside a titanium bathtub that protects them from small arms fire, flak, and even some direct hits from anti-aircraft weapons. The engines are mounted high on the fuselage to reduce vulnerability to ground fire and to minimize heat signature from surface-to-air missiles. Fuel tanks are self-sealing, hydraulics are backed up by manual controls, and the airframe is built to absorb punishment. There are documented cases where A-10s have returned to base with one engine gone, half a wing missing, and holes riddled across the fuselage. This toughness is one of the reasons soldiers on the ground trust the Warthog to get close, take fire, and still deliver its payload effectively. The A-10's combat history is a testament to its effectiveness. During the Gulf War in 1991, Warthogs destroyed more than 900 Iraqi tanks and over 2,000 military vehicles. They flew thousands of sorties and demonstrated how devastating they could be against heavily armored opponents. In later conflicts such as the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq, the A-10 proved equally valuable, though the missions shifted from tank busting to precision strikes against insurgents, fortified positions, and enemy convoys. More recently, A-10s played a critical role in the fight against ISIS, where their long loiter time, ability to strike accurately, and the unmistakable sound of their cannon boosted the morale of friendly troops while striking fear into enemies. Despite its unmatched close air support ability, the A-10 has often been threatened with retirement. Air Force leadership has argued for years that modern multirole jets like the F-35 could take over its missions, but soldiers, veterans, and even lawmakers have fought to keep the Warthog flying. The simple reason is that no other aircraft has yet matched its unique combination of toughness, firepower, and ability to provide persistent support over the battlefield. Upgrades over the years, including modern targeting pods, digital avionics, and precision-guided weapon capabilities, have kept the A-10 relevant and effective in modern warfare. Nicknamed the Warthog for its rugged, almost ugly appearance, the plane has earned affection among those who rely on it. Pilots and ground forces alike call it the Hog, and it has built a reputation for being dependable in the harshest conditions. Unlike sleek fighters that rely on stealth or speed, the Warthog thrives on being slow enough to see the battlefield, maneuver close to the ground, and deliver devastating firepower where it is needed most. Its ability to circle above and respond instantly to calls for help has saved countless lives, making it one of the most beloved aircraft in the U.S. arsenal. Even as technology advances and the Air Force looks toward the future, the A-10 continues to demonstrate its value. It is an aircraft designed with a singular purpose, and it fulfills that role better than any other machine. For soldiers under fire, hearing the roar of its engines and the unmistakable growl of its cannon is a promise of survival and victory. Rugged, Fearsome and iconic, the A-10 Thunderbolt II remains a legend of modern warfare and a symbol of close air support that no replacement has yet been able to match.